My dad was well enamoured by the stars of the day.
You can't learn it. You're either born with it or you're a nobody.
There's an angel.
Don't want to be a nobody.
Contemplate my fate.
You're enough.
Hello, you're watching NME. I'm Jordan Bassett, and we're here with pop megastar Robbiw Williams and director extraordinaire Michael Gracie. Well, we're here to talk about Better Man, the fabulous Robbiw Williams biopic, directed by your good self, Michael. The headline on this, I think, is that Robbie's played by a CGI monkey, which has probably been mentioned once or twice today, I would have thought. So I understand this came about because, Michael, you originally asked Robbie what his spirit animal was. And Robbie, you said...
Lion.
Lion. Why a lion?
Because I was trying to get some self-worth for myself at the time, that particular day, and still every day. But chin out, chest out, lion. And Michael just went... I went, monkey? He went, yeah, okay. So, and then pitched me the idea, and I was totally in.
Why monkey?
Because that's it, innit? I'm a cheeky monkey, aren't I?
Yes,
famously. I think if there was, on Family Fortunes, we asked 100 people what animal is Robbiw Williams. The people that, don't hate me would probably go, he's a monkey.
The question I should have started with is, why did you want Robbie to be an animal in the first place?
I think that it was trying to find a way of approaching the film that was lensing it for a way that would be more creative and have more impact. Taking it from an audience point of view, I just wanted something that was going to be more interesting. So when I came up with that idea, it just really made me smile. And I genuinely thought, and I believe even more so now, that you see more of Rob in the monkey than you would if it was an actor playing him.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because
and also it's Rob's eyes. We did high-res scans of Rob's eyes. So it is actually, in all those close-ups, it's Rob looking out at you.
No way, okay.
Yeah.
Not just in terms of the monkey, but, you show a lot of dark elements in this film, and a lot of other biopics, and no shade on them, but like Bohemian Rhapsody is a kind of cleaned up version of the Queen story, right? So why did you not want to go down that route and do a sort of cleaner, give it a 12A, get it to get it a family-friendly version of the story?
Yeah, I mean, Rob's life is not family-friendly.
I haven't lived a PG life, neither had Freddie Mercury, but also, there's 3 members of that band that need to okay things. There's less people to go through to get to me. And also, one of my strengths being ADHD and neurodivergent and being on the spectrum is I don't pick up the cues with the stuff that you're not supposed to say.
Right.
Until the thing that I've said reaches the person's ears that I've said it to, and they go... and I go, did I do a thing? I think it's, my autism, I suppose, is a useful tool for a filmmaker that wants to exploit that.
I genuinely believe, not about exploitation, but I genuinely believe that when you go to those darker moments, you feel the light so much more. And that's in the narratives that I love watching. All that jazz, these films are just fantastic because they don't shy away from showing the darker moments. And I think it's more relatable as well because we as an audience we've also done things we're ashamed of. We've done things that we don't want to talk about, or we've said things we regret. And to have a film that shows all of that, it's treating the audience with a level of respect. It makes it a much more engaging experience.
I think we all want to expel the things that live in the dark corners of our minds and memories. And I'm lucky enough to get to do it on such a grandiose scale that I think in some sort of way for me, it's healing. I may be right, I may be wrong, but so far so good.
There's lots of depictions of real people in this film. Robbie, what do you reckon? What do you reckon Liam Gallagher's going to make of his role?
I think that there'll be a bit of him that's like happy that he exists. The people that we were are different people than we are right now. I see Liam and I love his interviews and I love the person that he's becoming. He's kind of kindly now and introspective and still marvelously funny, but the edges have been taken off. Right. In the movie, he's a representation of who he was then, and I'm a representation of who I was then. the guy that plays Noel has only got one line, but that one line is so unbelievably Noel. It's incredible.
I can't remember the line.
Fuck off, cunt.
Yeah, but what was the line?
Yeah. Hey.
You got in? You're in that band?
I'll give you fucking baby! Shut up, you tits!
Oh, fuck off, Glenn!
We were talking about sort of the darker elements of the film. Were you surprised at how willing Robbie was to go there? I mean, and we know that you're not a person that varnishes things, but
No, I think that, obviously to read it in a script form is one thing. To see it up on the screen, large is another. So I knew Rob was totally on board with the script because he'd read the script and he signed off on the script, and we were all set to make that film. With the monkey, I think that you have a level of empathy with animals that is different to humans, and we are very numb cinematically to seeing humans suffer, whereas there is something deeply unsettling about watching, a monkey snorting coke. And it is it's not glamorous. It's just sort of like, ugh.
yeah.
I think it's incredibly powerful to have.
That's the kind of Siegfried and Roy show I want to see, though. Do you know what I mean? Now the monkey the coke. Go on, carry on.
When you go to those really dark places, and we do go to those dark places, it's wonderful that Rob didn't shy away from it. He watched it, and to his credit, and I would tell you if he made us cut anything. In fact, this would be my moment to say to everyone, yeah, there's this great sequence that Rob couldn't handle.
Right.
But the truth is there's not a single shot in the film that Rob took out.
Wow. And what was it like for you actually seeing this stuff? Michael said there that it's different seeing it on a script than it is seeing it on the screen.
Tears and triggering and grief and healing and ego and look at what's happened to me, and it just depends which version of me turns up for the individual screening on that particular day and how much sleep I've had.
Right.
At the minute, I want to take all of this in, and I want to drink every moment that I can, because I'm now in a place where I can derive joy from life, and I couldn't derive any joy from life for such a long time. And I feel as though I'm getting lucky again, and I'm getting another bite at the apple. So I'm literally trying to soak it all in.
Before I go, NME, you've got to know about the fact that Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath is allegedly on your new album.
Yeah, and Glenn Hughes.
Right, okay.
As well.
Wow, okay. What's it sounding like?
Like Tony and Glenn playing a Robbiw Williams song.
I mean, sold.
Yeah, no, it's... I wanted to make the album that if I'd left Take That Now, knowing what I know, what is it that I would have made? And, because the first album I'd Let Me Entertain You on and Angels, what did I want to make? And I set out, and this particular song encapsulates that perfectly. Unfortunately, and fortunately for me, pop songs turned up along the way too. I'm like, fuck, a hit. So this one is massive guitars, as you can imagine, and it's adrenaline filled and balls to the wall. That one in particular is my favourite song off my new album that I've just announced is happening.
When's it out?
I don't know. Let's see how well the film does.
One question that NME always like to ask is, what is one album that you always go back to?
One album. Okay, so because we're in film world, I'll pick my film world, and it's Roy Budd, the soundtrack to Get Carter.
Right, okay. Why is that?
Because it's amazing. Yeah, no, it's yeah. I love that album. That's it, man. That's all I've got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
What's your favourite song on it?
Searching for someone I know have gone to bed. And the someone I know you're gonna dead. It is a world as is. Somehow I have missed. Somewhere I know it exists. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum. Thing is, I don't know what things are called. It's like I know my favourite David Bowie album, and I know it's called Honky Dory, but I don't know what any of the songs are called. but yet I could sing them all to you, much like that, with no lyrics, apparently.
I mean, I just want to ask you to sing the whole of Hunky Dory.
Oh, God. What an album.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The story starts.
I'm loving